Greetings everyone, and Grid here with another couple heroes to replace. Well, on the top right side as the OKW forces, we got Maxtasy. On bottom left side as the red USF, we got Big Boss. He does go ahead and select the airborne company, so we're probably going to see some Pathfinders. First, a rifleman. Over here, we do have potential Overwatch, Luftwaffe ground forces, or Spearhead, or not Spearhead, Special Operations Doctrine. Why did I say Spearhead? Wagen now plowed in field, Volksgrenadiers on the way. Reaction squad going way over here, trying to wire off this region. Yes, he's going to try to wire off that region. Rifle squad headed to the cutoff sector. We've got the Pathfinder heading to the munitions sector. It looks like the US player is going defensive right side. Not necessarily defensive. Safe, I guess, the better way to put it at this moment in time. Wagen push right forward. Reaction squad can just get behind some good light cover. And the Wagen will capture the sector while taking some fire and giving him some fire. Rifle squad now advancing. Can just advance for that light cover, which nope, he's going to charge. There's a beagle in his ear, and so that's why he's charging. Just make sure it's whatever the song's called, named for a charge and not reveille. Or retreat. No, it is called reveille. Retreat is the song more associated with funerals. Now the Volksgrenadiers now on the build queue as well, so second one of them. The Wagen did take some damage, but luckily can just fall back to the safe sectors, start capturing them on up. Volksgrenadiers lay down a bit of sandbags there. We got the not Reaction Squad, not Royal Engineers, Sturm Pioneers, blah. Already laid down some wire there, and they started building that while still close to the barbed wire. Rifle squad does fully withdraw there. They don't lose one member, but losing a member is important. Rifle squad push way forward. Volksgrenadiers getting behind some good heavy cover. I still have a bunch of allergies today, so I'm going to probably clear my throat quite routinely. Have you ever wondered, I know I mentioned this beforehand, I just always wondered why the map is like that. Why are there two tractors right next to each other? Like, do these two... Why are there two tractors? Who on earth during this time and era have two tractors right next to each other? And this is outside of a graveyard, so it's not necessarily mean for like funeral services like that of that sort. And now the rifle squad engaging from the garrison. Garrison cover is worse than heavy cover, so the Volksgrenadiers is more likely to win out this fight given enough time. But rifle squads are actually still pretty good at long range. In comparison, I know off the top of my head, a rifle squad versus a grenadier squad, Austria grenadier squad, is actually a 50-50 coin flip who wins a long range engagement, assuming they're both behind heavy cover and they both started fighting from that set of cover. Pathfinders to get inside the garrison. Wagen does throw some rounds into this garrison there. And now we got a lieutenant now pulling the field. Lieutenant push way forward. Lieutenant himself has a Thompson, and that Thompson is equal to like a Ranger Thompson or a Paratrooper Thompson. In other words, it is a good Thompson. Of course, just one guy, one Thompson is not super significant. Its entire squad does make quite a bit of a drastic change, but it does make the Lieutenant himself very, very good. Rifle squad is charging way forward. Volksgrenadiers gonna hit this heavy cover there. Rifle squad's decided to fall back there. Lieutenant squad needs to fall back as well. And now the lieutenant does fall back there. Russian or Pathfinder as well. We do have a utility car now floating field, as well as an ambulance on the way. So he's got the update graded HQ as well.
Heavy truck waiting for deployment.
He has enough manpower for reinforcing. The ambulance will be used for healing up those rifle squads that are a bit wounded. What do we have? Panzerfaust is available. Panzerfaust not being casted at the moment. That's my job. I'm casting right now. Don't cast while I'm casting. Ah, he's casting. Does get a Panzerfaust off, hits the utility car. Volkswagen is way forward. He does have the armor skirts upgrade, increasing the health and quite a bit of armor added, so it's closer to bulletproof, but it's more bullet resistant. Rifle squad and lieutenant push away forward. Oh, we got a US light AT mines. Those are pretty rare. They're dirt cheap, they're okay, and they're incredibly rare. Pathfinder inside the garrison. The Pathfinder itself is quite wounded. It is Veteran 1. Veteran 1 doesn't really apply all too much. Increasing sight range of Pathfinders, which is nice. Which is okay, nothing too powerful. We do now have a mortar on the build queue for the US player. Yes, I'm not sure why he's going for a mortar. Maybe for smoke in this case. Volkswagen are ready to throw another Panzerfaust into the utility car, but does not. To the car, push forward. M7 light AT mine is still available. And now do have the cannon whipper falling back off Volkswagen push way forward with STGs. Lieutenant does fall back. Utility car slowly tangling with the Volkswagen. It's more close to a waltz rather than tango. You now have the mortar here, ready to displace this garrison. I don't really like people using these garrisons all too much. There's only one wound on the side, so it's very, very not good.
Supply half-track is in action. Standing by for setting up. Our supply lines have been cut. Americans are making a push.
You can have the SWS half-track on the field. I think as well, when it comes to garrisons, probably an open ground has more likely to able to make you survive, since you have able to bring more DPS to bear. Mortar range a little bit short there, but decent amount of splash damage on the Volksgrenadiers. We do have the Battle Group HQ and now the Sheer Panzer Quarters. Battle Group HQ has the medics.
Task complete.
You have now the detection mode now activated. Both grenades have been upgraded with STGs. We've got triple squads STGs and still no doctrine selected. He has a decent amount of manpower. Maybe a Storm Officer wouldn't be half bad. He's seen the Pathfinders, so he knows which doctrine he's fighting against. Bar Lieutenant push way forward. Show Pioneers lay down landmine. Utility car being ever so annoying. It's not a massive threat. This is a decent threat. Shoe mine does get cancelled there. If I can warfare sitting on up, gets a direct hit there. Can throw out some Panzer Tactician smoke. Does throw it out the last moment there. Volksgrenadiers receive a mortar. Now we got multiple bar rifle squads. Do we see bar finders? Yep, we do see at least one bar on that Pathfinder. And that guy has a carbine. So only one bar on the Pathfinder. Excuse me. German Pioneers push right forward. A rifle squad behind some good heavy cover there. German Pioneer does fall back. Volksgrenadiers push right forward. Got now an Oberstdotson now in the build queue. Volksgrenadiers do fall back. Bar squad getting a bit of damage there onto the Kubelwagen. Oh, I just saw something flash in front of me. I ragdoll a tree. And now got a light deployed in the field. Oberstdotson as well. He can go for the Special Operations Doctrine for some infrared STGs, but he's going for LMGs. Nice little bit of a burst there onto these Volksgrenadiers. Oberstdotson push right forward, bit of a barrage onto the lieutenant, or lieutenant. So I cast too much computers one, I kept on calling all the British officers lieutenants. This is the lieutenant, his first name's Lou, last name's Tenet. Oberstdotson does get inside the garrison here. While I did say this garrison is not great for infantry, and I still stand by that because the Oberstdotson do still have good bolt-action rifles. With slot weapon units, it does also make it so you can have less windows, since the majority of firepower is on that single slot. It's also one reason why I think the slot items are actually better at being the effect of Zeal rather than the actual effects of Zeal, since that's guaranteed minimum DPS. We do have a nice stun grenade there, hits the rifleman. Scott now in the build queue.
Ready. Krauts are taking one of our points.
So it looks like the US player is playing standard bar airborne, which includes bar pathfinders into Scots. Good Scot. You can always paradrop some utility or some AT guns. The OKW player is getting relatively close to a Panzer IV. When seeing the Scot, definitely go for Panzer IV. Don't go for a Jagdpanzer. He has gone for double Oberstdotson. Oh, we got a recon pass there. So you will see some stuff. But that's war in general. We do now have the utility car skirmish around, get some volleys into the Volksgrenadiers. Grierson squad push way forward. Second Scott on the build queue. We do have the Oberstdotson inside this garrison, but the garrison itself is pretty wounded. The mortar barrage could take it out, but the mortar has been decrewed, all the way from the leg. Volksgrenadiers do fall back, not being any threat to being wiped on out. Lieutenant is very wounded. Is get out, perhaps capture the VP, and probably fall back to get to the ambulance. Over here we do have the bar ride squad pushing forward.
Gun carrier ready.
Scott now deployed on the field. We do have the M8 push way forward. Good hit there onto the Mechanowerfer. Utility car and Pathfinders firing away, forces back that Volksgrenadiers. This other one could receive a pretty good shot from the Scott, but now he has some heavy cover in front of him to draw some fire. And now it's two of them, which quickly destroyed the cover and pretty much annihilated the squad. Does fall back 4 members, and which are also really wounded, but that will not leave too much manpower. Folks is straight forward behind some good heavy cover. Panzer IV rolls a miss there. Pinto Mount now being upgraded. Howdy. Panzer IV backs on off, got the Obersassen push way forward. The decaptured mortar is still here. Not really worth trying to capture it. Oof, no, that's a bit of damage. Does find the light AT mine, stunning or damaging the engine temporarily. One mortar, one shot in the mortar. The mortar will go down the next shot. Not really worth trying to recrew. The mortar, US mortar's just not great. And the ragdoll of it, little bit confused right there. The mortar is spent, so that's ain't good. But it did spawn another tube. Panzer IV heading up north. Small splash at the end of the rifle or lieutenant. Now the OKW player has gone for now an SWS half track. He is going to start progressing his tech towards the King Tiger. We got a shoe mine here. Shoe mine is not detected at the moment. Rifle squad decapping the VP. Folks going to do some Obersassen push forward. And the rifleman squad does fall back. We got now a barrage into the garrison there. Volkswagen moving around. M1AT gun rolls a miss there. Why was he firing the garrison? He got in there, but immediately started firing the garrison? What was that? Got a bit of hit there on the lag. Gets a hit there on the Panzer IV without even using a... well, it doesn't get heat rounds, that's just on the pack howitzer. Now the rifle squad and lieutenant push right forward. May see anti-tank rifle grenade. It is damaged enough to receive anti-tank rifle grenade. Garrison may get destroyed. Nope. Obersassen takes a pretty good hit there. At the current rate, Obersassen squad needs to fall back before it gets wiped out. Got a bit of hits there onto the stone fencing. Bazookas do fall back. US player is not going for a Sherman tank. I think a Jackson may be a little bit better at this moment in time. A dedicated anti-tank vehicle wouldn't be half bad. Offer a bit more reliability for Panzer IV. He has plenty of anti-infantry assets. He also has double M1AT gun, so... I still think a Jackson may be a little bit better. And M1AT gun's more of a soft counter than a hard counter, and also subject to quite a bit of RNG, especially versus the OKW Panzer IV. Jackson will eliminate a lot of the RNG. Decent hits there. Pathfinder's provided some pretty good vision. Yeah, look how far he's seeing out right there. Sherman tank will find the Kuhwagen. Kuhwagen does go down. Volkswagen do fall back. Panzer IV trying to rotate into the Sherman tank. Lieutenant now engages the Oberstautzen. He is behind some heavy cover and does fall back there. The Pathfinder got pretty good. Oh, no, that's not Pathfinder. That was just a regular rifle squad. Looked like a snipe shot to me. Scots get a pretty good barrage there. Yep, he can see it. Well, it's actually... Is that really all of it? Man, the Pathfinder provides so much vision. I always forget how much vision Pathfinders provide. Russian squad may find that shoe mine relatively soon. Rolls and miss there. Oh, left 18 deployed in the field. Gets directed there onto the rear echelon. Those he has selected the Overwatch doctrine. Sherman tank is loaded for armor piercing. Sends a bounce, receives a pen. Transport rolls a bounce there, and the Sherman tank gets a nice little pen. Good pen there onto the Panzer IV. Does start to fall back now.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
We have now the left 15 barraging back there. Over on the left side, we do have the rifle squads and the major pushway forward. Another Sherman tank has been brought on the field. I do like mass Shermans. The OKW player is storing up a decent amount of fuel. Mainly, you got another Panzer IV deal with a double Panzer IV or double Sherman tank. He has lost one of his Volksgrenadiers. Detonates the landmine there, very nice. The rear squad did spot it. Now the Scots push away forward. Bit of a hit there. We do now these Sherman tanks push away forward. Get some damage there on the Panzer IV. Bounce there. Good hits there on the Volksgrenadiers. Good hit there. Does fall back a squad. Does take some bit of damage. Transport forward. Rolls a bounce there. Double bounce there from the major as well. Left 18 barrage running in over here. Polishing the AT gun. But looks like just running a little bit short. Rock squad gains some damage there onto the Sturm Pioneers. Repair squad is no longer repairing since he's in combat. Volksgrenadiers push forward. Bit of splash damage hit there on the Oberstautzen. Good hits there. Scott gets hit by a left 18 shot, and here comes the Panzer Faust. Oh, and the left 18 picks off the Scott. And we do have Sector Assault being summoned just to hit this single Scott. Good Scott. Takes out the supply cache there. And looks like the Scott is not backing on off. Ready to shoot straight through. It could probably be a good idea for the Panzer IV to take out that AT gun, but it is getting hit by both these Sherman tanks. Blitz is on out of there. Something got hit there, I'm not sure what. Over bounces there under the Panzer IV. Good pen there. And the Obersassen does get wiped out there. As does connect onto that Sherman thing. And there under the Panzer IV. Russian squad does fall back, does take a bit of damage. Major push away forward. There's a go, gets a double pen there. And now the Pathfinder squad does fall back. Here another left 18 barrage raining on in. Splashes the AT gun only a little bit though. Lieutenant does take some damage there. Our squad does fall back. Good splash up there on the Obersassen. We have the Jackson and Scott there. Multiple Sherman tanks are here, getting repaired on up. We do have now, of course, a Jackson on the field as well, so that's going to be a lot of extra AT. And looks like the Pensley, or not Pensley, OKW players are ready to get out a King Tiger. AT gun taking some shots there. Capturing it would help save it. Private squad does fall back in time. Over here we got the Pathfinders and Major and Rear Arsenal squad. Stand by the Volkswingers and Obersassen. We have the Sherman tanks pretty forward with armor-piercing rounds loaded, which is still pretty good versus infantry. We do have now dropped MG here. We do have a dropped bar. Good pens there onto the Panzer IV. Has the rear armor exposed. Rolls a miss there. King Tiger has now been deployed on the field. Keeping his way forward like all big cats. I wonder if he sees that King Tiger just yet. It is out of vision range. Ah, if you have a selected while going out of vision range, it puts a white circle there. Good pen there onto the Panzer IV. Good hits there onto that AT gun. Now the improved recon pass flying about.
A capture point is under attack.
Pathfinders, you took a bit of damage there. King Tiger gets a direct hit there on the Sherman tank. Over here we got the Bar squad hitting the Volksgrenadiers. One of the Sherman tanks only take one pen of them all. The other one probably gets received a miss there. But it looks like it missed and splashed the Sherman tank for a little bit. And now here comes the next sector assault. Maybe not a great spot for it. I'm not sure why he's casted over there. Jackson straight forward does find a Vickenweber shot there, down to half health.
Under fire! Crowds are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured. Motion in.
Scott forced back the Volksgrenadiers with the support of the lieutenant.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out. Where's that shooter?
One of the US squads did get wiped on out. We got the lieutenant moving around, does take a bit of damage. Now we got frag grenades research, which will allow the lieutenant to fire smoke grenades as well as the rifle squad throw fragmentation grenades. Next left 18 barrage rating on in. Rolls a balance there. And Sherman takes push way forward. Armor piercing rounds are loaded. Gets a good hit there. Just needs one pen done for. Does take a fence pulse there. Does roll a balance there. Ball needs to start falling back. King Tiger still just idle over there. Sherman takes starting back on off. King Tiger push way forward. Plenty of help. Jackson gets a good hit there. Now offensive one, so no access to evac. Does take a splash hit there. So two more shots from Jackson should go down. Throws another miss there.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
Good pens there. We do have now the Volkswagens to fall back. Jump Pioneers on the build queue for blue, trying to get some more repairs. As for Efficiency 3, King Tiger's only at unvetted. We got now the rifle squad push forward, getting some rounds on the Volksgrenadiers. Trim tanks push way forward. Arm piercing rounds loaded, both the Volksgrenadiers do fall back. King Tiger rotating around with the spoiler of the cannon warfare. Jackson does get a good pen there. Pens, or Sherman takes some pens as well. Balls a miss there.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Cannon warfare does fall back. Now got the Scott firing away. Sherman takes push forward. Gets some damage onto that cannon warfare. And now we've got another left 18 barrage running in. Around here, there's nothing there. Utility car could get hit. Majors push way forward. Does take a bit of hit there from the King Tiger. Bounce and miss. Now we do have now the P-47s being brought in. These Majors continue spot forward. P-47s gets a decent volley there. He's going to get some hits as well. King Tiger's probably going down. Jackson push forward. Jackson does take a lot of damage there, including Panzer Palace. Got the Sherman tanks coming forward flank. Jackson's one shot away from death. Got a third Sherman tank in the field. Panzer 4 does go down. Actually 4. AT guns still up and going. There's a bit of smoke there. Jackson just needs to run away. Can't dismount to get some repairs. Get some good hits there with the Sherman tanks onto the cannon warfare. It looks like King Tiger did manage to go down. Mechanized HQ is about to go down as well. This looks like game over for the OKW players, losing a lot of stuff. Good splash hit there onto the cannon warfare.
They got wiped out.
Volkswagens do get wiped on out, and the OKW player has surrendered. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.